Antonio, the scene for the 76ers. The process, Joel Embiid looming large, a true NBA superstar on a mission to get his team going as they look towards the game against the Spurs. Sixers, Spurs, tip-off just moments away. It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. A look at the 76ers starting group. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then it's MP, then there's George, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, and despite his relative lack of size, CP very crafty finishing inside.
Maxey passes to MP. Back to Maxey.
San Antonio foul. Chris Paul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
That free throw's good from Maxey.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Lowry, no good. Here's Wembanyama, coming off a terrific game against New York. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look, just couldn't find the mark.
Pass to Lowry. On the wing, MP. Outside Maxey. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Hits the trifecta.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Philadelphia with it. It's a three-point game. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Now here's Wembanyama. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Outside Paul. Pass to Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Embiid. MP up top. The kick out to Maxey. Back to MP. All sorts of time. Rebound by San Antonio.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
And a moment to check and see who is in the lead when it comes to blocks. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
He changes more shots than he blocks, and he blocks a ton of them.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. MP, the pass to Embiid. Now Lowry. Here's MP. Now Embiid. Back to MP. On the wing, MP. Sohan with a rebound. Spurs lead by 5. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Banked it in off the glass. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
To the inside, Embiid. It's good from in tight.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
That was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
San Antonio, Strus, he's checked in for Johnson. Allen comes in for Vassell. And it's Jones in for Paul. So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 7. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Branham in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Stan, you were a long-time coach in the NBA. One of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. San Antonio leading by 6. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Thunder was outstanding. He dropped in 16 points and helped their cause with 4 rebounds as well. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
76ers trail by 4. There's the drive. Offensive rebound. And here's MP from outside. The shot comes out. So it's San Antonio now. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Branham passes to Johnson. Over MP. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look, the intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Philadelphia. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
They've done a decent job taking care of the ball, and they'll need to continue that if they want to hold on to this lead.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Kyle Lowry's checked in for Oubre. The 76ers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Branham. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Vassell outside. Shot on the wing. The kick out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist in this one. Inside. Maxey, that's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
San Antonio leading. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. We're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
In for Branham, and it's Chris Paul in for Jones. And Philadelphia also making a switch. George is checked in. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Back to Paul. Sohan, left side. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Embiid. Here's MP. And that one drops for him. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Paul. That shot, no good. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 11-3 run. George passes to MP. Rebounded by the Spurs. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the Sixers.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Now here's MP, coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City. 4 on the clock. From outside the arc. Again, MP missed.
He's most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
28. The 76ers, 28. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Yeah, look, even when you put a body on him, he finds ways to extend possession.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with MP. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's Sohan outside. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Sochan played it in with a nice touch off the window. Sochan's gotten his third basket of the night.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sochan showing some poise right there.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Ali. Paul's shot is off. The Sixers lead by 4. To the middle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time. Yeah.
First one falls for him.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Branham's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Paul. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Jones. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
Here's MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for the 76ers, 2 shots.
No good on that one. And no good on the second free throw there.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
On the wing, Jones. Maxey covering. And it's blocked by Embiid. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jones.
And there's never been any question about the value of Embiid's defense. And as one of his teammates, it's a great feeling to have that kind of defender beside you. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
It's George on the wing. Pass to MP. From 13. Sochan with some nice D. Spurs shooting 35% so far in this one. Vassell against George. For the lead. Branham misses.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup.
MP up top. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jeremy Sochan.
Second team foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And the Spurs with some changes. Strus, he's checked in for Sohan. Allen comes in for Vassell. And it's Jones in for Branham. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre's checked in. And so he hits both. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
He's checked in for MP. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Victor Wembanyama. The Sixers trailing. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Tyus Jones is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Outside Paul. On the take. It counts! And the foul! Kelly Oubre picks one up.
The level of focus Paul has, I mean, wow. Nice work taking the hit and working through it all.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Oubre passes to Drummond. Over Wembanyama. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Basket counts.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
'76ers trail by 7. Pass to Oubre. On the wing, MP from 20 feet. They get it back. Wembanyama with some nice D.
Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Keldon Johnson, he checked in for San Antonio. And Philadelphia making a change here. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Outside Oubre. To the paint. Here's MP. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
They're really working the paint now.
76ers trail by 11. Down low. Oh, it's stolen away. Pass to Paul. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Here's Johnson by Lowry.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
MP, rebound by San Antonio.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
second team foul. At the line for your Spurs.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
And the 76ers.
Substitution on the court.
76ers trail by 13. Maxey passes to MP. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And so the ball out of bounds. Strus touched it last. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Strus. Sohan comes in for Allen. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Branham. And it's Devin Vassell in for Jones. George against Johnson. George passes to Embiid. Embiid muscles through the contact.
Two strong points from Embiid. His MO is to own the painted area.
Paul passes to Sohan. And here's Wembanyama. Embiid covers. George against Johnson. Oh, he misses the dunk.
It's a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Sohan with the ball. MP's there. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the 76ers with possession. It's a 13-point game. MP, the pass to Maxey. Fires the three. Not going to go that time. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor. And they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.